notable development in international relations, Professor Williams Ijoma, the president of UNESC Foundation, has emphasized the pivotal role Nigeria could play by joining the BRICS alliance.
As the saying goes, opinions are free, but facts remain sacred. What is BRICS Plus? BRICS is an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The term was initially created as BRIC without South Africa by Goldman Sachs economist Jim O'Neill in 2001. He believed that by 2050, the 4 BRIC economies will come to dominate the global economy. South Africa was added to the list in 2010. The BRICS countries operate as an organization that seeks to further economic cooperation amongst member nations and increase their economics and economic and political standing in the world. The BRICS nations offer a source of foreign expansion for firms and strong returns for institutional investors. The organization seeks to deepen economic cooperation between the member countries and stand in contrast to the Western sphere of power. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Argentina were invited to join BRICS in 2023. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa ranked among the world's fastest growing emerging market economies for years. This was thanks to low labor costs, favorite demographics, and abundant natural resources at the time of the global commodities boom. The group has a set of joint priorities, including working to resolve regional problems, such as the Iranian nuclear program and conflicts in Libya, Syria, and Afghanistan. Tackling financial and economic issues like reforms at the World Bank and International Monetary Fund, IMF. Establishing the BRICS Interbank Cooperation Mechanism. Goldman Sachs didn't suggest that these countries will become a political alliance like the European Union, EU, or even a formal trading association. Instead, the investment banking firm believed that these countries had the potential to form a powerful economic bloc, even as it is acknowledged that its focus was optimistic and dependent on significant policy assumptions. Still, the implication was that economic power will bring political power, and indeed, leaders from BRICS countries regularly attended summits together, and others acted in concert with each other's interests. According to BRICS, the GDP of their nations account of 31.5% of global GDP as of 2023, compared to the 30.7% of the G7 nations. Nigeria, joining this organization, is a gateway to boost its influence around the world. No doubt about it, this is based on the abundant human and natural resources to leverage in the country. How it works. The group operates as an informal confederation of nations that meets annually at the BRICS Convention. There, members and heads of state seek to build economic cooperation between the nations. The head of state of the member nation acts as the chairman of the group, rotated once a year. Informal meetings began in 2006, but The group's first official meeting was on June 16, 2009 in Yekaterinburg, Russia. Because of the economic power and the appeal of disentangling from the West to a degree, BRICS claims that over 40 countries seek to join the group, including Nigeria. Some have already joined at the 2023 summit. Full membership has been granted to Argentina, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and United Arab Emirates on January 1st, 2024. Other key developments: the growth of new development bank. The institution was established in 2015 to provide emerging markets and developing countries with funding for infrastructure and sustainable development projects. In the paper, Building Better Economic BRICS, One outlined his view on the potential of the BRIC nations. While in 2023, One Goldman colleagues Dominic Wilson.
Speaking at a high-profile conference organized by the UNESCO Foundation in collaboration with the Universal Migration Enlightenment Center, Professor Ijoma highlighted Nigeria's potential for significant development and global influence through its prospective membership in BRICS.
Is proposing to host the next BRICS summit, which may include Saudi Arabia, UAE, Ethiopia, Argentina, Egypt, and Nigeria as new members. Let me state unequivocally that Nigeria is ripe to becoming a member of the organization. Already, authorities are going the path which I consider germane in our collective bid to strengthen the local currency, Naira, revive the economy, and enhance good governance. On this note, let me commend the federal government led by President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, by holding the bull by the horn in efforts to reposition Nigeria's economy. It is important to emphasize here that we must all work together to achieve the set goal of becoming a member of BRICS Plus, thereby putting Nigeria back to global reckoning and free itself from economic strangulation policies of the West. Once again, I welcome you all to Abuja, Nigeria. God bless you all. Thank you.
The conference, themed BRICS and Global South Collaboration, Problems and Prospects, served as a platform for in-depth discussions on Nigeria's bid to join the BRICS group. Professor Ijoma urged stakeholders to unite their efforts towards securing Nigeria's inclusion in BRICS, emphasizing the collaborative approach needed to achieve this strategic goal.
And to thank you so much for having find time out of your busy schedule to be here today to deliberate on this important topic, BRICS and the Global South Cooperation. I feel honored and humbled to stand before you here to just say a few words of goodwill message to this conference. My name is...
Yanis Mukwi Soswadi et Niskalat, next Stokaslov at the City Conference.
My name is Prof. Maurice Okoli, Northeastern Federal University, Yakutsk, Russia, Fellow of Institute of African Studies, Academy of Science, Russia, Fellow of Institute of World Economy and International Relations, Academy of Science, Russia. We are here today to discuss on the topic BRICS and the Global South Cooperation. It is a very important topic. I say it's a very important topic, especially that is coming at this period of time, when the world is battling with global uncertainty, global instability. Especially in this period where the global south are having doubt on the Bretton Woods institutions to manage the economy effectively as it affects the global south countries. I appeared on the stage with a program called Glasnost and Perestroika. And this program, Glasnost and Perestroika, eventually led to the collapse of a communist camp led by Warsaw Pact. As the Warsaw Pact led the communist camp led by Warsaw Pact collapsed, that wicked Russia eventually also led to the disintegration of Soviet Union. Out of Soviet Union emerged 15 countries. That is Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Moldavia. You have Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. Then you have Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Armenia. Then you have also Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Turkmenistan. These were 15 countries that came out of Soviet Union. As we know, that nature abhors vacuum, and that gave birth in 1991 to unipolar world. This unipolar world existed from December 1991 to 2006. And what was the result of that existence, how it existed, I think is a subject for another discussion. In 2006, Brazil, Russia, India, and China came together to form BRIC. In 2010, they invited South Africa to join, and that BRIC metamorphosed to BRICS. The 15th summit of the BRICS that took place in South Africa invited 6 more countries to join. That is Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Ethiopia, and Argentina.
Furthermore, Professor Maurice Okoli, representing the Northeastern Federal University Russia, provided additional perspective on the matter during interactions with journalists on the sidelines of the conference. Professor Okoli echoed Professor Ijoma's sentiments, emphasizing that joining BRICS would catalyze economic growth in Nigeria and foster closer ties with other member nations. The discussions at the conference underscored the strategic importance of Nigeria's potential membership in BRICS, signaling a shift towards greater engagement with emerging global powers.
Today, I can tell you that BRICS metamorphosed to BRICS Plus. And that BRIC Plus today represents almost 45% of world population. It also represents close to 45% of global oil production. Also, it represents close to $30 trillion of global gross domestic product. Let me say here that one of the biggest problems of humanity is always an attempt to resist reality. With what is happening within these countries of BRIC, it's understandable that it is no more a wishful thinking. It is a reality, and it is a reality whose time an attempt to resist this BRIC will possibly throw the world into a great turmoil. When you look at the economy, some of the economy of this BRIC nation, for example, China. In 1970, Chinese gross domestic product was around $90 billion. Today, Chinese gross domestic product is close to $18 trillion. When you look at India, India was a colony of Britain. Today, India's economy is bigger than that of Britain. After the collapse of Soviet Union, Russia became weak. But today, Russia has come back to the stage very strong, militarily and economically. And these are all the members of BRICS. And they are demanding to have a say in how the world decides, especially in organizing financial architecture of the world. So on this note, I have to wish this conference productive and fruitful and great success. Thank you so much.
As stakeholders continue to deliberate on the path forward, the prospect of Nigeria joining BRICS remains a subject of considerable interest and scrutiny both domestically and internationally. Stay tuned for further updates on this developing story.
During the event, a captivating poem on BRICS was delivered by a talented young girl named Goody. Her presentation was nothing short of impressive, as she eloquently conveyed the essence of BRICS in a manner that resonated deeply with the audience. Goody's poem exuded a sense of positivity, motivation, and empowerment, encapsulating the potential for Nigeria's growth within the BRICS framework. With each word carefully chosen and delivered with passion, Goody's poem painted a vivid picture of the opportunities that BRICS membership could unlock for Nigeria. Her performance not only entertained, but also inspired.
Good day, everyone. All protocols duly observed. I'm Goody, and this is a poem titled The Rebuilding. With hands on hands, with hands joined, let us rebuild our world, brick by brick, like a firm wall. We have seen the shaking. Our world is like a hill breaking from its base to its core. Global warming, the storming of monetary decline, defined limits of what we could and could not be. Injustice, injuring our already broken world. With hands on hands, with hands joined, let us rebuild our world, brick by brick, like a firm wall. The poor, they pour at the mercy of fate, the change of our climate. We ask us the question of how and when and who. Crime on the rise, our world is at the edge of demise. It's breaking and breaking, it's burning and burning like the sun. We run away when we are to run to the danger, to seek for an answer. With hands on hands, with hands joined, let us rebuild our world, brick by brick, like a firm wall. Human rights seized like the outage of light, diseases like HIV, AIDS, cancer. Yet look within, maybe we are our own aid, we are the answer. Yes, we are our aid, we are the answer. Seems like we've been running from the solution. Seems like we've been slaves to money, mourning for our rise and fall, due to its rise and fall. But let the past be gone. Let's call this a new morning. Have we seen it all? Maybe we have not. Maybe there is more. Let's walk through this door, asking ourselves this question. With hands on hands, with hands joined, can we rebuild our world brick by brick like a firm wall? And our answer will be, yes, we can. And if you believe that we can rebuild our world brick by brick like a firm wall, what will your answer be? Yes, we can. What will your answer be? Yes, we can. Thank you.
Round of applause for Goody.
During the ceremony, well-deserved awards were presented to individuals who had distinguished themselves through their exceptional contributions and achievements. Each recipient was recognized for their outstanding efforts and dedication in their respective fields, earning the admiration and respect of their peers and colleagues. The award ceremony served as a moment of celebration and acknowledgement, honoring those who had gone above and beyond in their endeavors. From groundbreaking innovations to exemplary leadership, each award recipient had left an indelible mark on their community and beyond. As their names were called and they stepped forward to receive their accolades, Applause filled the room, echoing the collective appreciation for their remarkable accomplishments. The award served not only as a token of recognition but also as a source of inspiration for others to strive for excellence in their own pursuits. Amidst the jubilation and excitement, the ceremony underscored the importance of recognizing and celebrating success, as well as the collective effort required to achieve greatness. As the evening drew to a close, the memory of the award's presentation lingered, serving as a reminder of the limitless potential that lies within each individual to make a positive impact on the world.
Thank you very much. I'm short of words. Professor Okoli is a brother, is a friend. Being in academia, he has done so well, so much for BRICS, and it was through him we came together to do this job. And I just said it's important, on behalf of organization UNESC Foundation, to give him an award to show an appreciation. So, and I want to look for Professor, please. So we cannot pay you enough. This is a token of appreciation. We left the university we are teaching in Russia to come down for this purpose. And before then, we've done so much online, and you say, I never believed that I saw you face to face. So please, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'd like to crave a round of applause, please, once again for Professor Maurice. Professor Ajibade, please, I'd like to call you to the podium. He's the founder of Horizon University in Nigeria. A round of applause for him, please. He will be presenting an award to Professor Williams Ijoma.
Nigeria, see him fit and deserve this award. So I present this award to you, the good faith of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right, up next, I'd like to call Ambassador Ikiruka Okoronkwo to present to Professor Jude Osakwe. A round of applause for Professor Ambassador Ikiruka, please. For Professor Jude Osakwe, of course, Professor Williams will receive. Professor Jude Akwe is our presenter out the other side of the world, and Professor Williams is receiving it on his behalf. A round of applause, please. All right, Professor Williams, I'd like you to still remain here. And last but not the least award for this event is going to be presented to Mr. Bath Ikebe of the Universal Migration Enlightenment Center. Mr. Bath? A round of applause for Mr. Bath. Of course, I hear word that he has been very loyal and he has been very, very great.
I think Mr. Bosi will give the award, but let me just say a word or two. I'm not ever expecting this. He has been so faithful to his work. Since I met him, he has been there with me when it's sunny, when it's raining, and I've always told him I'm not a grateful person. pleasure to show you that we have plans for you. And we are grateful, members of UNESC Foundation and UMEC. We appreciate what you're doing, sir. Thank you.
Present this award to Ambassador Chief Bat Ikere. So I think you have been recognized.
But it's a big surprise and it's like an ambush. I think I would want to especially thank my president, Professor Williams Ijoma. He's a workaholic, really, and when somebody is very, very hardworking, somebody else should be able to support the fellow, and that is what really motivated me to. My heart, everything to support him. Because of God, BRICS will work for Nigeria.
Yes, indeed, BRICS will work for Nigeria. And the last award for today is for Mr. Maxim Petrov from the Russian trade representative in Nigeria, Maxim Petrov. He's not here with us, but Professor Maurice will be here to receive the award in his honor.
Let me call on somebody from the floor to do this. We promote gender inclusiveness. I was born by a woman. I have sisters, I have daughters, so powering us once again. Please let me call on one of our sisters here to present this award to Maxim Petrov, a Russian trade rep in Nigeria. Let me call upon our sister Ambassador Ngozi Obeche. Ambassador, please. She works for an investment, director on the by Nigeria agency.
Mr. Maxim Petrov is a newly appointed trade commissioner from Russia, and the Russian government is basically taxing to increase business between Russia and Nigeria. His office was so empowered that it's not under the control of the embassy. He's here, he's going to have his own private staff. That's how important the Russian Federation attached to increasing business with Russia. If you I've been following the event, the Russia-Africa Summit in St. Petersburg. And in that Russia-Africa Summit in St. Petersburg, the president of the Vladimir Putin declared all-inclusive business friendship with Africa. If you are following the recent happening, when the country distributed and Russia gathered themselves, they've been moving towards the west. The recent developments that happened, especially the special operation by Russia in Ukraine, actually put a very big bridge between the West and Russia. And I bet you the way things are going is going to be for a long time. If you watch the Russian economy has been totally diverted to Asia and Africa. So you will see much more Russian involvement. Right now they are very strong in Central African Republic. They are very strong in Mali, very strong in Burkina Faso. They are very strong in Niger. And they know that Nigeria is the powerhouse of Africa. And they are going to do anything humanly possible to make sure that economic relationship between Nigeria is developed at the level it's supposed to be. I think recently they gave Nigeria 30 tons of fertilizer free of charge. If I'm not mistaken, that 30 tons of fertilizer is at Port Harcourt, One. It's being processed. That's what relationship can bring. I want to emphasize here that because of the geopolitical tension, such a thing is viewed somehow. But I'm of opinion that they should let Africa be. Have a lot of economic problem, and we should be able to receive wherever in order to help our people. It's not politics. It's all about survival of the country. We're not against any person or any bloc. We want to relate. We are just like going round the circle. If you watch what is happening, we've been there before. When Africa formed non-aligned movement, that non-aligned movement came about because of the problem between East and West. They were fighting and the glass was suffering. That glass was Africa then. So it became difficult that the Africans have to form what is called non-aligned movement. Just to tell them, the big brothers that are fighting, that we are for neither this person nor this person. We are on our own. It was difficult. Thank you so much.
Это была церемония награждения и